What is up, guys? It's your host here, Killer Fire. Let's get right into the news! And oh boy, it must be my birthday today because I have the best news to report. Not only do I get to dunk on Hollywood today, but also get to report on drama. My two favorite things. You probably read the title, and yeah, this is not a drill. The Transformers fandom has collectively declared war on Jimmy Kimmel. Now, in case you guys don't know who Jimmy Kimmel is, I wouldn't blame you. I asked my brother if he knew who he was, and his only response was, "Who?" Needless to say, most of you probably don't know and don't care who he is, but Jimmy Kimmel is one of those Hollywood celebrity type of people. He does this like late night Hollywood talk show where he talks to a bunch of like celebrities and stuff. You know how it is. Now, if you guys have been on my channel, you guys know I'm not a big fan of celebrities. I think most of them are tone deaf, out of touch, self-centered, and most of them are just not good people. But why am I talking about this? Well, this is Transformers related because very recently there was the Oscar events, and in the Oscar events, also congratulations to Godzilla Minus One for actually getting an Oscar. I think that's the only movie that truly deserved it. And I'm not even a Godzilla fan. I actually really like that movie. I'll put it in my top 10 movies of all time. But apparently Jimmy Kimmel was actually hosting the Oscars. At least that's what it seems from like the research I did. I don't watch the Oscars because again, I don't like Hollywood celebrities, so yeah. But during the start of the night, it seems that Jimmy Kimmel did a joke directed towards Transformers fans. So Jimmy Kimmel made this joke during the night of the Oscars. Could AI have written Transformers Rise of the Beast? Yes, it could. Jimmy Kimmel in the opening of the Oscars. Now, I'm not gonna play too many clips from him because again, he does seem like the type to strike your video if you put anything from him on YouTube. But this little statement got a lot of people mad. Discussing Films, which is a very like big Twitter account on Twitter, basically posted this and this kind of blew up, especially in the Transformers fandom. It also didn't help that TFCon was also happening just around the same time, so it's like the perfect place to get Transformers fans pissed off. And it actually did. I see plenty of familiar faces that I follow and even don't follow that all unanimously came together to dunk on Jimmy Kimmel. So yeah, a lot of people actually didn't like this joke, they thought it was very mean, insensitive, and that he was just being very out of touch. Which honestly, I kind of agree. I think that's a very mean thing to say, especially about Rise of the Beast, which, you know, I got on record to say I don't like Rise of the Beast that much. It's an okay movie, kind of mid at best, which just seems to be the common consensus that people are finally starting to wake up to. Because my thing with Rise of the Beast is that I don't dislike it for being mid, I dislike it because it wasn't great. We needed a great Transformers movie, not just an okay movie. But even then, you can still say that the movie was definitely made by Transformers fans with the best of intentions. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of questionable things in there. Of course, you know, no one's gonna deny that. I will forever detest Pablo. But Stephen Capo Jr. truly was a Transformers fan, and a lot of the people who also worked with the movie were also huge Transformers fans, and they definitely gave it their best. So to kind of write off their whole work by just saying that, oh, could the movie have been AI written? It seems kind of like a huge slap in the face to everyone involved in the production. So needless to say, this caused a huge like hate storm on Twitter, and now you guys are probably wondering, so what was Jimmy Kimmel's response to all of this? Did he apologize? Did he just say, oh guys, I'm sorry, it was a joke, I didn't really mean it seriously? No, ya boy doubled down. I'm actually gonna play this clip and I'm gonna have to like heavily filter it just in case he decides to strike down this video for hurting his Hollywood ego.
Apparently, this was very upsetting to a subgroup of people who wrote things like, Jimmy Kimmel just made an enemy out of every Transformers fan. Transformers fandom hereby designates Jimmy Kimmel as an enemy of the state. Which, come on, man. You don't mean, that's got to be the Mountain Dew Code Red talking. That's not. I guess I assumed you guys would be too busy to watch the Oscars. Meanwhile, while you fools are focused on me, the Decepticons are planning their next evil deed.
He just made fun of every Transformers fan out there, including you watching this video right now. Now you guys are probably thinking, Fire, are you mad? And the thing is, not really. I really should be. A lot of people on Twitter are really mad, and I'm gonna talk more about why people are mad about him specifically. But I have to say this to all of you. Who cares about the Oscars and who cares about Jimmy Kimmel? Like, no offense, look, I'm super happy that Godzilla Minus One got recognition in the Hollywood space, such a great movie, but it wasn't even from Hollywood, it was from Japan, okay? Hollywood and celebrities are just like, in my opinion, the worst of the worst. And if the ratings are anything to go by, well, I said ratings. The ratings were actually pretty good for the Oscars this year. And you might think from that, you know, oh, the Oscars were a success. They're actually not dying. Well, this actually was the fourth lowest viewership of all time. So yeah, the Oscars are dying. Not a lot of people care about them. Most people are waking up to like celebrities no longer mattering to promote movies and stuff like that. late night Hollywood talk show hosts like Jimmy Kimmel are kind of becoming more irrelevant as the years go on. So they're laughing now, but in a couple of years, no one will remember them. If anything, like, things are going in the opposite direction from what the Hollywood elites want them to. Something else I want to bring out is this little thread right here that Crazy Ass Moments in Transformers History posted on Twitter. Now, he follows me on Twitter and I follow him back because I really do like his account. Seems like a really cool guy. I'm gonna put a link to his Twitter in the comments down below because he's the primary Twitter account that Jimmy Kimmel sort of mocked in his response that you guys saw. And I think he puts it best. Hello at Jimmy Kimmel Live. Thank you for featuring me on your show today. It was very epic. I do, however, find it rather interesting that in addressing the criticism of your show, you chose to single out us Transformers fans. You seem to have neglected criticism of the way you make jokes about movie runtimes as well as your tasteless jokes regarding the Osage murders. Your joke about Poor Things, which Emma Stone took offense to. Constantly making fun of Robert Downey Jr.'s drug issues in spite of his clear discomfort. Making the entire animation is for kids LOL joke for the 100th time. I'm sure all these people and more would have loved to have been on your show, Mr. Kimmel. Please, don't show favoritism to us, give everyone else a chance. But I suppose it's easier to paint all your critics as just butthurt fans and ignore all the legitimate criticism, eh? Also, Mr. Kimmel, I think it was an absolutely wonderful move on your part to leave the profile pics, usernames, and handles of all the TF fans' tweets you feature in your video visible. Meaning that your viewership of millions, which are mindless, boomers that just for some reason still latch onto these like Hollywood, elitists, could easily seek out and harass any of them. I'm used to it because I have 40,000 followers, so it's nice that you're giving even small accounts the chance to know what it's like to be dogs. Truly, Mr. Kimmel, you and your team know how to conduct yourselves as hosts. Perhaps you can consider hosting some parasites next. Crazy ass moments in Transformers history. I know you're probably watching this because I'm probably gonna upload this video and tag you on Twitter immediately. That was a singer. I'm very proud of you. I'm not even mad about what he said. Jimmy Kimmel and Hollywood in general are a bunch of like a-holes. Like, no one exactly cares about them at all. Like, people my age, people your age, you're probably watching this video. I guarantee you most of you guys didn't watch the Oscars. Because guess what? I actually did a bit of research, and not only did these Oscars have like the lowest fourth viewership of all time, but guess what? Turns out that people in the younger side of things didn't watch them, which I might add are people that they were kind of trying to cater to this time around, with certain nominees like Barbie, Oppenheimer, and so on. So yeah, it's like I said at the beginning, as the years go on, these people just become more and more irrelevant. So Jimmy Kimmel might be having his laugh now, but him just doing this kind of alienates animation fans, Transformers fans, people of all, varieties, especially the younger kind, because I can guarantee you they're not gonna show up next year to watch your Oscar. Because most movies in Hollywood nowadays are trash. Nobody cares about celebrities anymore. Nobody cares about like the movies coming out. And that's not to say that everyone is irrelevant. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys would just see Mission Impossible because of Tom Cruise, which it's fine. I'm not saying everyone in Hollywood is bad, but I'm saying a huge majority of them are bad. And Jimmy Kimmel here is just like the perfect example of them. Like, my man just uses Transformers movies as a punching bag because they know he's punching down, he's not punching up. But in his video, when he talks about the criticism and the people that got angry at him, of course he neglected all the other people he insulted, because he feels the fandom's an easy target. Also, what I find really funny is that after he stopped insulting the Transformers fandom, he immediately went to insult Trump. And first thing on Twitter that I see is this picture of Jimmy Kimmel hosting Trump at his show. I think that's kind of funny. Now listen, when it comes to comedy, I don't really mind if, you make fun of someone. I'm a firm believer of like the,
comedy isn't really about being nice. Sometimes it's a way to air out the ugly things people think.
But Jimmy Kimmel here, being a Hollywood elitist with tons of money, a late night show hosting the Oscars and stuff like that, did seem very like he's punching down. Like, very tone deaf, very out of touch, and even insensitive at times, especially with those comments towards Robert Downey Jr. But in a way, I'm kind of happy this happened, because in a way, it has kind of unified the whole Transformers fandom. People who even don't like each other on Twitter are actually teaming up to dunk on Jimmy Kimmel and other Hollywood elitists. And honestly, I like that a lot. It's so real in a way. How a common enemy basically made all voices in the fandom teamed up. Like, it's an interesting twist until all are one, but it did happen. And I just love how everyone's been memeing on this ever since it happened, just making fun of Jimmy Kimmel. Some of the memes we've been getting have been pretty good. Marach, I see what you did there. But yeah, just wanted to tell you guys on the latest controversy in the Transformers fandom, because I mean, I feel like this definitely made the waves, and I think more people should talk about it and should know about it. And I just thought it would be fun, doing a different type of video that is not explain videos, news videos, or theory videos. But then again, remember, this is all my opinion. If you have a different opinion, that's completely fine. Maybe you don't think Jimmy Kimmel's joke was as bad or as insensitive. If you feel that way, look, that's all more the power to you. That's completely fine. But this is one of those rare cases that, at least for me, I feel like Twitter isn't the right, which kind of makes me wanna clean my mouth out with soap just by saying that. But you heard it here first, folks. Transformers fans all became one in our communal hatred over Jimmy Kimmel. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on all this. Do you guys think that the Transformers fandom's in the right? Are they overreacting? Is Jim Kimmel just another Hollywood a-hole? And did you even know who he was? I feel like that should just be the question for this whole video. Did you know who this random person is? But, yeah. That's it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoy. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that annoying YouTuber stuff that the algorithm likes so much. And I will see you all in the next video. Stay safe, guys. Anyways, guys, before we go, shout out to our super incredible Patreons and channel members: Scout, James Newbold, Crawley666, TF Cypher, Legend of Soup, King Sparta, Crazy T-Rex, Rhino64 Studios, Winso, Inferno65, Super Sailors Former Hedgehogs, Moriarty, Xavier.God, Stitch Productions, Drakey Horror45, Grub Lordo, and Predaking Hunter Plays. And also our channel members: Grub Lordo, Optination Reviews, TF Cypher, Laser Sin, The Crazy T-Rex, and Lord Skywarp. Thank you guys for your support, it's much appreciated. If you become a channel member or a patron, you get access to exclusive videos I haven't released yet. You get to collab with me in some of my videos if you so choose to, and access to channel exclusive emojis, and a bunch of other stuff. You also get a shout out to your channel in the description down below, so be sure to check out those guys, as a lot of them are up and coming YouTubers who need all the help they can get. But keep in mind, this is entirely optional, because freedom is the right of all sentient beings. Thank you guys for your support, it's much appreciated, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.